Let's see what happens. Hope everybody's had a good week. We're all back. We're all back in one piece, which is great. And a good week. It's been great. So I'm just having a look now if I can find YouTube. There it is there. Somewhere there. Everything's looking shiny and good.
Backdoor pipe.
Awesome, my
The
boy.
most dangerous wave in the world. You're locked into the tube, the corals below, and the white waters chasing you. You're close to the things men rate great.
Now, stand by Durban, East London, Maritzburg, the Wild Coast, and all of Capital Country for the most music power.
Okay, here we go. So how's everybody? All right? All good? Laka firecracker, as they say. Well, good evening, everyone.
Durban Rock Radio features the world's greatest musicians hosting radio shows that will knock your socks off.
We've got some cool tunes lined up thanks to the legend, Mr. Adams. Some nice songs we got tonight, Brie. Whoa.
The sexy rock radio station
My
you've
work cut out
always
for me
wanted
tonight.
is here.
With your
It should be
host,
fun.
Michael de Jager.
He rocks my world.
Headline.
Well, it's a very good evening from him. It is, of course, Friday night. Welcome to everybody on Guitarist TV and everybody hanging out in Durban by the sea, and of course, Durban Rock Radio. We're playing some cool tunes tonight. I'd like to welcome everybody from on the Facebook. Jules Foreman, how's it, Jules? And Glenn Adams is here. Lorraine Massey Hicks is here too from South Africa. We're playing some lovely songs. Kicking off the show tonight is Boston, and this one, More Than a Feeling. Classic tunes. Good evening. So how's everybody, man? Gee, this is nice. Nice to have you guys here, man. Hope you've had a fantastic week. It's been a rough one here too. You know, keeps us busy, keeps us off the street and fed, of course, which is most important, and also pays the rent. Good week. Jack Lewis, hello Jack, how's it, man? Thank you so much for popping in to say hello. It's good to know that everybody is still here. How you doing? Lekker. Good week. Hey, it's my good friend Kanyeso. I'm not sure what part of the world you're from, but good evening, bro. Welcome to the Madhouse. Friday night, the Big Rock Show. How's it, Tony? Welcome, bro. It's just started. We're all just kicking off right now. We're on YouTube, of course, live with the whole show. What you guys are seeing on Facebook is Jack Lewis, London. Hey, there you go. Local is lekker, man. Good tune. How's it, Celeste? Oh, good tune, man. I tell you. I don't know. Their first album was. This was off the first album, I think, and the second one didn't quite make the grade, you know. Well, at least I don't think so. So here's the link for the YouTube Guitarist TV thing. So we've had the nice people from Virgin have been looking after us this week, and we managed to get a song you asked me to approve. Chris Rea, yes I did. Actually, it reminds me I need to add it. How's it, Clyde? Hey, my bro. Everything's good. All good here this evening. I have to send a couple loves here for everybody. And the funny thing is, I just don't know how to see. I can't see anybody's comments on this iPad, but I can see them on the phone. But anyway, we send lots of ours. It's there. Real Steel River, please. Ria. Oh, Chris Ria. Francois Hardy. How's it going? Francois's got the night off. Got a DJ playing for you, Francois. Taking a night off and just chilling out. Hands back. Why not? Why not? Friday night. Sit back and enjoy the show with us, bro. We're hanging out on YouTube with all the vibes and everything. Hey, Glenda Smith. How's it, man? Hey, good to have you here. Thanks for popping in to say hello. It's really cool. Lovely. It's been nice. Lots of people just popping in and saying hello. I mean, I know there's lots of things going on and lots of TV shows. And I know the Boca had a good game today. Apparently, they played Japan in a little warm up. I'm not sure what the score was. I was at work, so I've no idea. But I know they won. So they seem to have got their mojo back, which is fantastic. And well, that's great, So we've got a nice little glass of wine here. And I need to show you this because it's designed to last at least 2 hours. So, what can you say? Good music? Got it. Tick. Good friends? Got them here on Facebook and YouTube. And cool tunes? Yes, of course. And good wine. Why not? Okay, there's some cool tunes coming your way, some of which I've never heard of in my life. But this is David Van Furen and a cool tune called Streets of Philadelphia. So we've had Boca, just sad news, man. Hey? Yes, and Mugabe snuffed it as well. And I had no time for that, to be honest. No time at all. In the beginning, yeah, okay, but I don't know what happened to him. He was a bit bossy, When he started all that nonsense with the farmers and all that, I lost respect for him. Yeah, complete nutter. Lost it completely. But he ruled with an iron fist, didn't he? Amazing, man. The fucker, exactly. So this is a nice cover of David Van Furen, and I'm sure send everyone here, my bro. Okay, right. Okay, so Floyd is hanging out on YouTube on Guitarist TV, and David Van Furen, South African winner of Idols. Okay, got it. Shot, my bro. Thank you for that. And great show as always, Evan. Thank you, man. Thanks, Jack. Thanks for popping in and saying hello, man. Good. Black Hill. Nice vibes, cool tunes, nice wine, good friends. Always good to hang out. We got some cool tunes lined up and some exciting news. So you remember a guy called Phil Lynott? May he rest in peace. Well, that's not bad. That's not bad for a South African night, Very cool. Okay, here we go. Another one from David. I recognize that tune. So I'm sure you'll recognize that tune. I don't know where it's coming from. It must be something to do with whatever, I don't know. Interesting. Macaulay Workshop. Gosh, can you remember Macaulay Workshop? We'll have to ask our rock professor there. What you reckon, Glenn? Macaulay Workshop, really? Ever got any little thing tucked away there that you could drop our way that we could play for the gentleman? How's it, Adrian? Nice of you to pop in and say hello. If you're hanging out on Facebook, of course you're more than welcome, but here's the YouTube link. Here is the Guitarist TV link.
And how you suffered for your sanity, and how you tried to set them free. They would not listen, they did not know how.
Nice voice, nice voice. Yeah, I deserve it winner, I reckon. Beautiful song, actually.
For they could not love you.
I think we'll have some more of David a bit later on. But right now, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to the music.
Starry night. You took your life as lovers often do. But I could have told you, Vincent, this world was never meant for one
beautiful
else.
Song.
Beautiful as you. Now I think I know.
I like, very nice.
To say to me, and how you suffered for your sanity, and how you tried.
This is obviously recorded live during the show.
They did not listen, they're not listening still.
You can hear the voice is a little bit nervous, but it's really, really nice. I posted Celebration by Kool in the Gang when I heard McCarthy had finally done something right. Oh, I love it. But there we go. The South African Idols winner, his name is David van Vuren, and his copy of a beautiful song called Vincent. Okay, here we go.
Backdoor pipeline, the most dangerous wave in the world. You're locked into the tube, the corals below, and the white waters chasing you. You're close to the things
legend
men
is with
rate
us
great.
tonight.
Now,
He is indeed
stand by
absolutely
Durban,
watching. So
East London,
we are very
Maritzburg,
privileged to have the gentleman
Wild
here.
Coast, and all of Capital Country for the most
Here
music
we
power.
go.
The
Here we
sexy
go. Are you
rock
ready for
radio
this?
station you've always wanted.
And Michael
is
Tandy.
here.
How you
With your
doing?
host, Michael de Jager.
How's
He
it, Mike?
rocks my world.
Are we ready? A little bit of Deep Purple for you. This is called Mary Long. I don't think I've ever heard this song in my life. How's it, Mark? Nice to have you on, with us, Francois. Really cool, man. Every time I look on your Facebook show and on your Facebook profile, how's it? I see you're playing gigs here, gigs there, everywhere, doing this. I'm thinking, oh man, Mike still wants to be in the video. Okay, where's Mike? Okay, I want to see if I can bring Mike on the. Push the button, bro. Come on. There we go. There we go. I'm adding Mark. I've got to just take my headphones off so I can hear. If Mark comes on, did you know you get something? Michael. Hey, I'm good, man, and you? Is it still? Oh no, it's starting to get cold here. This morning was like 11 degrees. And over the last couple of weeks, we've had so many nice summery kind of days and nights in it, But you can always tell when it starts to get dark early, Yeah. So how's everything your side? Oh my God! I can't believe it's a year already. Does, my dude. Are you thinking of going again? One day. How's the family? Everybody alright? Yeah, no, all good, man. Everybody's in different rooms. Colin's downstairs watching the TV. Kids are playing games next door. All good. Yeah, cool. Ah, there we go. I'm waving. I'm 5 days to you. Ah, good, man. Oh, fantastic, man. Okay, Mark, look after yourself. Nice, lovely to see you, man. Good to see you. Cheers, bud. Bye. There we go. Okay, we've got some really, some brand new stuff coming your way right now. I'm going to tell you a little story about this in a short little while. After a couple of these tunes here, got a little ad break to add to this one. Isn't it funny that you can hear songs and listen to bands and records and friends send you some things that you've never heard of ever, So tonight we've got some absolute gems coming your way, all supplied by my good friend Glenn Adams, who's the rock professor in our world, the executive producer. And it's really good to be able to have Glenn with us, and he's really been an absolute star over the last couple of years, just sending us tracks. I don't have every record that's been made, but of course Glenn has got a collection deluxe, man. Anyway, so let's just have a listen to this. And you've got to scroll through all of these things and add them.
Durban Rock Radio
Right,
features the world's greatest musicians, hosting radio shows that will knock your socks off.
The sexy rock radio station you've always wanted is here.
With your host, Michael de Jager.
He rocks
Hey, that sounds
my
good.
world.
That sounds good.
Line.
Hey, we just tuned in on the radio. Warm welcome to you. We've got lots of guys hanging out with us tonight on Facebook, which is absolutely brilliant. And we're talking to people on Facebook. It's just amazing that you can actually do this, face to face over the internet and across the world. It's brilliant. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, please have a listen to some real cool vibes taking you back. This is Uriah Heep. And coming up a bit later on, we're going to be doing a very special introduction of a new release by a friend of mine who's been in the music business for many years and who I spent some time with in Bulgaria. But I just got to get that track lined up, which I'll do right now. And we should have some fun. So I'm going to send this link. So if you want to hang out on YouTube, you can do that. There's the link for YouTube if you want to hang out there. How's it, Annie? Alrighty. Okay, I'm just looking for one specific song. Email Mike with MP3 in it, Brett. I think they called him something else. We find the email. Got a band from J Bay, Jeffreys Bay, MP3. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. Okay, I got it. So, thanks, bro. Okay, that's the one I'm looking for. some tunes you just never heard of before in your life, man. Yeah. Really cool. But I must say, there's a new release that I listened to today for the first time. I'll tell you what, it was absolutely unbelievable. There we go, got it. How's it, Carol? Gosh, we haven't seen you guys for such a long time, man. Okay, I got it at last. Gentlemen, for this. Okay, are we ready? Here we go. So,
Durban Rock Radio features the world's greatest musicians hosting radio shows that will knock your socks off.
The sexy rock radio station you've always wanted is here.
With your host, Michael de Jager.
He rocks my world.
Headline.
Okay, if you just tuned in, a warm welcome to you. Durban Rock Radio, Michael de Jager behind the microphone. Got some interesting news for you. Debut studio album from the band called Grand Slam. The album called Hit the Ground will be released on the 22nd of November 2019. The first single from the album, Gone Are the Days, were released on the 6th of September, exclusive on BBC Radio 2, but this is their latest track, and I want you to listen to it. This is Gone Are the Days, and a warm welcome to you if you just tuned in. Oh, this is a very cool song, man. This is so awesome. How's it, Mark? And Gracie's here too. How's it, Gracie? Warm welcome. Definitely calls for a celebration of some very cool tunes. Listen to this song. This song is very cool. Got a certain style, and you may recognize it, and I'll explain after the song. I love this song, man. I just love this song. This is very cool. I listened to this afternoon. I must have played it about 10 times. Lawrence, you're a genius, bro. Killer solo too. I wonder if Floyd will recognize this. Oh, Floyd is already on. You cottoned onto it, dude.
Nothing's certainty except life's a bitch, and that's guaranteed. Sweet life's
basically. I shouldn't be a drummer, I should be a drummer. Gone are the days. What a great song. I'm going to explain everything to you after this. Run down it. No, sorry, not right. Well, it could be right. I don't know. I've read How was that? That was amazing, wasn't it? You have to say that was an amazing track. Exclusively, it was released a little while ago on BBC Radio 2, and now we have been graced with the presence of some really great musicians. And let me just explain to you this: the band is called Grand Slam, of course, and it's a nice name for a band. You know, it's a really nice band, and you can hear the sound is, of course, Thin Lizzy and Floyd Rose. You got it first time, man. You absolutely nailed it. When you started going down the Snowy White mid-Jura route, that's when you started to go a little bit cold again. But you were really close with the Thin Lizzy thing, because it is in fact Lawrence Archer who played in a band called Grand Slam, and Lawrence and Thin Lizzy bass player Full Linnet wrote a lot of songs together, and they performed in this band called Grand Slam. But sadly, the band, the career of the band was actually cut short with the untimely death of Full Linnet, when he, and it really left a hole in the band for a long time. And Lawrence, I met in 2011, and Lawrence went on to play with a band called UFO, and that was a long-term thing, and those guys were really. They did very, very well. And I met Lawrence in Bulgaria at a place called Stara Zagora, in 2011. We were on the same bill, and Lawrence was playing with a band called X-UFO. And he'd just sort of come back from, he'd taken a bit of a break and so on. And I have an interview which I'll play for you a bit later on, but it's a bit old, so it's not really the right thing to do. But I will tell you that this band, Grand Slam, they're just coming back from where they were. And in the band, of course, Lawrence plays alongside a guy called Mike Dyer, Benji Reed, and David Royce. These guys have tried to keep the feel of Full Linnet's writing and style, and they've done that so well, haven't they? Truly amazing, So, and they've kept the ethos, as he says, and in his write-up, And so the album that's coming out, there's 10 tracks on the album. I'm really quite excited about, what's the potential of this band, because they are potentially massive. And on the vocals, a guy called Mark Dyer, he says Grand Slam is very much a new beast with a love and respect from where the beast was born. And that is so true to the style of the music that we are hearing from this great band. And, I'd like to say a special thank you to Lawrence for allowing us to play this song tonight on the show. It was really, really very kind of him to send me such a beautiful track. So thank you very much, Lawrence, and the guys from Grand Slam for sending us this wonderful track. And what I'd like to do is to play something nice for the guys, and a little bit of John Mayall and the Blues Breakers. Wonderful songs tonight. If you just tuned in, warm welcome to you, Michael de Jager on Durban Rock Radio.
My baby's moving this morning. Wild
So it's been a blast, that song. It really, I honestly close my eyes. I'm listening to Thin Lizzy. Let's say a new version of Thin Lizzy, a much more, okay, I'll say it, bluesier kind, more mature style. You know, I love it, man. I love it. Absolutely fantastic. And trust me, Lawrence Archer is an awesome guitar player, man. Really cool dude. And we hung out, you know, after the gig. We sort of went to the pub, and guys, everybody's talking. You know, about, I don't know, 40, 50 musicians all around. And so I set up the camera and said to Lawrence, "You got 5 minutes just to have a quick chat," and he was kind enough to do that. Of course, we were interviewing as many people as we could on that night, and I did.
I said, "Baby, are you gonna leave me?"
We had a good chat. Let me see if I can find that interview, and if I can find it, I'll play it to you. I'm not sure. Just got to remember that this actual interview took place a long time ago, 2011. So, you know, whatever is said during that interview is a bit dated. Okay, here I have it. I think I may have split it into 3. Let's see. And I'm not sure you can hear everything. It's only a couple of minutes long anyway. But we'll play it. And then it gives me an excuse to play that song again.
You know, break my heart. But you know, sometimes.
So let's do that. Let's play the interview and then we'll play the Grand Slam. That song again. Because you've got to listen to it again. It's one of those songs you can play like 4 or 5 times a night. You know, it's just so cool. Okay, so if you want to buy it, I'll pop a few. Let me put the links. Here's comes some links. So there's the one website, okay? Then here's another one. Nice player, this guy, man. Just being a bit cheeky, this one. Mr. Johnny Mayo. Hello everybody on Facebook. Maria and Ernest, how's it, man? Thanks for tuning in. Good to have you here. Okay, let me see if I can find another one. Okay, if you want to buy the record, yes, we need to another link. Let's do this. And then you go /. So there we go. That should be enough. Pre-order the album here.
I walk back in my room.
Grand hittheground.com. Time for a little while. Okay, if you want to buy the record or pre-order, I'll send the link here. // Grand Slam Hit the Ground. Ooh. Grand Slam Hit
Kiss me goodnight.
Two T's. Hit the ground.com. I hope I got it right. Okay, the last one is the one that you can go to pre-order. Pre-order the record, yes! Oh, wouldn't that be so cool? I'll check it out in a minute. Okay, I gotta just talk a bit. I don't know what's coming next. Now, we did play a track a little bit earlier on, and I'm going to play an interview that I did with the legendary Lawrence Archer, guitarist from ex-guitarist of UFO and guitarist of the band called Grand Slam, who have just released an amazing new single from the forthcoming album, which will be out shortly, and I'll tell you the exact date of the album release, and it will be, of course, on 22nd of November 2019, and the album is called Hit the Ground. Now, I was fortunate enough, and it's a funny world this is, but I was fortunate enough to spend some time with Lawrence in Stara Zagora when we played on the same gig, and together, and he was playing with ex-UFO, and I was playing with Dennis Stratton's Iron Maiden years band, with Dennis and Rory Gallagher's Turkey, David Edwards, and a couple of other dudes. But let me play this interview. I have no idea what it sounds like, and I can't even remember what we spoke about. But it should be interesting. Let's see if it'll play. There we go. Here it comes. So, some spooky music in the beginning. Yes, this music comes from the video, actually. So you get this. This is the introduction to the video. Because it was a Guitarist TV interview done on Guitarist TV. But this is Lawrence Archer, Michael de Jager on Guitarist TV, interviewed Stara Zagora 2011.
Right side. Here we are. We're in Bulgaria right now. It's a lovely evening. We've just had dinner. Absolutely fantastic. And on Guitarist TV, we're really honored and excited about meeting a really great guitarist from a band called ex-UFO. His name is Lawrence Archer. Hello, Lawrence. Welcome to Guitarist TV.
Yeah, thank you very much. Great.
Yeah. Great show last night.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. Really good. Enjoyed it. It's great atmosphere, great people, great to meet the guys again, see the guys, see Dennis and see everybody. It's it's been a really good time, you know.
Your time with UFO, have you been with the band a long time?
With the original UFO, I had 2 or 3 years. We did 2 albums. We did a live album live in Tokyo, and we did a studio.
It's lovely, Andrew.
High Stakes and Dangerous Men.
Dirty work,
this new outfit.
South African show
It's really a very new outfit. It's something we've been talking about maybe for about 6 months, and it's that new that we just put it together a couple of months ago. So, yeah.
Is this the first show with
We've done 3 other shows, one being a warm-up, and we played Ibiza Rocks, or Hard Rock Hell Ibiza, where we played the Saturday, and we got the biggest crowd, and it was a great gig for us. And being here, you know, Tino and the Praying Mantis guys were playing there, and we got this link to this festival, and it's just really, you know, just snowballed, and it's just great.
I mean, I caught your set, and I thought your playing was fantastic. It was a song you did right at the end.
Yeah,
I don't know what the song's called. really featured your playing.
Yeah, rock bottom probably. Maybe rock bottom, I think, at the end, yeah.
Is that something that you guys have written together?
What an nice interview it was.
I mean, rock bottom is a traditional UFO song that was done many years ago, but we do it our, it's a new interpretation. It's our way we do it. The thing about what we're doing now is we're bringing a whole new, because Rocky Newton, the bass player, myself and Clive, we've all spent time out of the industry.
Okay, so I was talking to Lawrence Archer. Here's the latest track from the guys. Lawrence Archer is now in a band called Grand Slam, and this is their latest track called Gone Are the Days.
The thing about the good old days, all that fun, there was plenty, footloose.
How's it, Mr. Handy? How's it, Shorts? Welcome to the show, bro. Listen to this track, it's so cool, man. Such a cool solo, man. So we're having a good time. Just tune in. Oh, Malcolm, man. Everybody on YouTube, are you behaving yourselves over there? I can see you, man. Listen to some cool tunes tonight. How are we doing? And hey, Claire, how's it, Claire? Welcome aboard. Thanks for popping in to say hello. Hope everything is well. In sunny SA. So what's up for the weekend? Guys, what are we doing the weekend? I believe Authentic Respect. Sounds authentic, doesn't it? They've kept the Lizzie thing going. I think I've got a message or something. Isn't that amazing?
The energy is there. We're still working on the technique again, but the energy is there,
Well,
so.
it sounded fun to me, mate.
Yeah, okay.
Brilliant.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we're getting great reaction. We're getting that sort of reaction, which is brilliant. Which is really good. It's good. Yeah, I mean, it's what we want. You come back into the game at this time of your life, and you want to enjoy it. You want it to be something positive in your life, and you really enjoy playing again. And it's like that. We all get on really well. There's no pressure, and we play, and it just clicks. Something about it at the moment is really fires on all six.
Yeah. Well, it was a special gig. This one to have a celebration of the new wave of British heavy metal music.
Yeah.
After like 30 years.
Yeah.
All these bands come together again, and it's incredible. I mean, it was an amazing show.
Yeah, I thought everybody played really well, and the whole atmosphere. And when I first started playing my first band, I was 17 years old, and my band supported Saxon on the Wheels of Steel tour, and I got to know Graham very well. He took me under his wing, and we got asked back for the second tour, and I haven't really seen him very much since then. So being here this weekend with him has just been a revelation. It's just been great seeing him again, and and his son being on drums in Saxon and stuff. It's just, I knew him when he was weenie little boy, So, and seeing Dennis again, he's just trouble, don't he? He's a drummer. Yeah, he hangs around with bands, that sort of thing. Yeah.
That was good. It was good. Yeah, it was good.
Okay, so what you're listening to is an interview with me and Lawrence in Bulgaria.
Plans for the future, Lawrence?
Well, we've got a lot of interest in America, and I have I'm still playing with my other band Stampede, and we're playing with Anvil tomorrow night at the O2, which is great. It's not, there's no conflict there, and we've done the album recently with Stampede, and that's gone down very well. The reviews have been excellent. And we're playing with YNT.
Of course, you've got to understand that this interview was done in 2011, okay? So this is old news from 2011, but I'm going to play you something really interesting right now, which is going to be a respectful thank you to Full Minute for giving us the music, man. This is the Jailbreak.
In this town, see me and the boys, we don't like it, so we're getting up and going down. High and low, looking right to left. If you see us coming, I think it's best we move away. Do you hear what I say? From under my breath. Tonight is gonna be a jailbreak somewhere in the town. Tonight is gonna be a
So there we go. So look out for those guys. They're going to be out playing live soon, and that's going to be really interesting. So, what else we got for you? We've got something else lined up all the way from Jeffreys Bay.
Tonight there's gonna be trouble. Some of us won't survive. See the boys and me mean business, busting out dead or alive. I can hear the hound dogs on my trail. All hell breaks loose, alarm and sirens wail. Like the game, if you lose, go to jail. Tonight there's gonna be a jailbreak.
So, what are we doing? We're looking for Henry. Where's Henry? There he is. I used to play this when I played in the band called Strut back in the day. We played in a place called Boxburg. Okay, man, that was a place in our those are the days, man. Okay, so Who's here on Facebook? Are you hanging out on Facebook? Yeah, that's cool. It's funny, if I ignored YouTube for a little while, it stops playing, stops streaming. So, here we go. Floydie, it's just me and you on YouTube, eh? Is that it? Can't believe that. So for those of you that, dare I say it, aren't massively into Thin Lizzy, now you can hear the difference. You can hear that the guys from Grand Slam have kept the authentic style of Lizzy in their music, and it's really fantastic. You know, seriously, hats off, man. Lawrence Archer, you're a genius, dude. So here we go. Hey, Bali. Okay, I'm going to introduce you to something special right now. Are you ready for this?
Durban Rock Radio.
All the way from
features
Jeffreys
the
Bay.
world's
It's
greatest
coming all the
musicians,
way.
hosting radio shows that will knock your socks off.
Okay, here we go. Oh no, some more. I'm good enough to have about 6 glasses of wine before this is over. Right, here we go. Is that it? Are we done?
The sexy rock radio station you've always wanted is here.
With your host, Michael de Jager.
He rocks my world.
Hawaii. Backdoor pipeline, the most dangerous wave in the world. You're locked into the tube, the corals below, and the white water's chasing you. You're close to the things men rate great.
Oh, I'm going to have to turn this music off here. Sorry. Got a warning from Facebook. Sorry, I forgot the... all right. Hey, we just tuned in. Michael de Jager behind the microphone. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I got a couple of tracks sent to me by a guy called Henry Dillon from Jeffreys Bay, a young surfer dude with his band. And I'm going to play a couple of their demos, if you don't mind. And the first one I will play for you after this. This is called Falling, and the band High Violet. All the way from Jeffreys Bay in South Africa. How cool is this?
1, 2, 3, 2.
1, 2, 3, 2. Yes, so sorry, apologies, Facebook. I forgot to turn the monitors off. So this is interesting song. This is proper surfer music, man. Such an interesting vibe going on here with the rhythms, you know what I mean? Let's see if I can find something nice. There we go. Okay, mate. Be running to the store. It's only a demo, so yes, but nice. I know it's not your cup of tea. So a nice little demo song from the guys of High Violet, who come from a place called Jeffreys Bay on the east coast of South Africa. It's a bit rough around the edges, but you know, it is that kind of surfer music which is authentic, and I think they should leave it like that. They just leave it exactly the way it is. Brilliant. It reminds me of early days Wild Youth. You know, the punk band that used to hang out in Durban. Similar. Lots of different rhythms, lots of different styles. You can just imagine taking off on a wave now. In the barrel, catching a barrel. Whoa, yes, woohoo! Massive re-entry. Wow! Bottom turn, a nice cut back. And kick out there. What a cool wave that was, man. Hey, awesome. Thank you very much, Henry, for sending me your songs. Do appreciate it, man. We'll be playing some of your tracks a bit later on tonight. There you go. High Violet.
The sexy rock radio station you've always wanted is here.
With your host, Michael de Jager.
He rocks my world.
If you were in South Africa in the 80s, you would have heard this song. This is Macaulay Workshop. The Buccaneer. You're listening to Durban Rock Radio. How's it, Len? But chilly in Johannesburg tonight, Michael Tandy was telling me. So we're listening to a bit of The Buccaneer. 42nd Street, get down on the such a cool song. Carla remembers the song. Yeah, that's such a beautiful song, man. Okay, I'll just send you the link here.
Well, the captain, he'd been told where they hid away the gold, and he told us to go dig it up so he could get it sold. But somebody had taken it before his very eyes, and he turned around and looked at me, much to my surprise.
Put some nice lovey-dovey things there. The Buccaneer. Cool song. Also Julian. Meneer Waldhausen, hoe gaan het? Lekker bij die hier. Ja. Cheers, bro.
The Buccaneer.
The guitarist for this band, Rolf Martin, he was superb, you know. I wonder what that guy's doing these days. Bob. What does that mean? Bob. Okay, Bob snuffed it. Are we sorry? Don't think so. For Julian. Okay.
And the Buccaneer said, I'll see you dead. I'll see you swinging from the yard. The Buccaneer said in a nasal twang, there's enough gold here to start on. There's enough gold to get high
on. Okay, cool. I understand. And today, we unfortunately
stand by Durban,
have some
East London, Maritzburg, the Wild Coast, and all of Capital Country for the most music power.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we pay tribute to a late, great rugby player of our time. In Cape Town, former Springbok legend Chester William passed away today. The 49-year-old died of a sudden heart attack. And tonight on Durban Rock Radio, and from all of us, we send our sincere condolences to Chester's family, friends, and all the fans of South African rugby. Rest in peace, Chester Williams.
to come together, and united we shall stand. Let us live and strive for freedom in South Africa.
Our respects go out to Chester Williams tonight. And a special thanks to everybody for hanging in for that tribute. This is a band called Triumph and a song called Don't Love Anybody Else But Me.
You can talk, or I can beat my head against the wall. Just that it just isn't easy to lie. I can't keep giving you more.
lots of those things. So how's everybody? And let me just go to YouTube because I'm hanging out on Facebook too much. Sharks. Just thought I'd let you know. Not allowed to play music on Facebook. I keep forgetting to switch the studio monitors off. So I nearly caught a small smack on it. But we're on YouTube for sure. You guys are all hanging out over there. And looking forward to a nice weekend. It's got a little bit chillier this side of the world. But we've had a good summer, so can't grumble. And luckily it takes a while for the music, for the cold weather to sort of ease its way in. So you kind of get used to it, and I just feel like one day you can wear shorts and slops and a t-shirt, and the next day, hey, you've got to put a jacket on, man, because it's like sneaks up on you. But to be fair, you get autumn, then you get winter, so you kind of get used to the cold and the wind and so on, and it doesn't make it any more pleasant. I flipping hate winter in this part of the world, but hey, what can you do? Nice song by a band called Triumph. Don't love anybody else but me. I think it's time for a bit of Pink Floyd, don't you think so? We haven't had Pink Floyd for a long time. And this one comes all the way from South Africa, from our good friend Glenn Adams. Glenn, thank you, my bro. Where's the camera there? So this is another brick in the wall. Hello, Stephen. Welcome. You'll notice there's no music on Facebook. It's all on Guitarist TV on YouTube. So thanks for tuning in on Facebook, Rick, with the music. You'll see there's a link just above you. GuitaristTV.com. Cheers. I haven't heard this song for a long time. One can never wear slops. Now on full volume. If I could switch it on here on the monitors I would, but I've got it in my ears and it's quite loud in my ears. quality of this. This is superb, man. So time to crank that sucker up to 11. So everybody's going to YouTube, which is quite cool. It doesn't sound like Floyd. First time I've heard this version, to be honest. So now it starts. Stop tapping on the floor. I'm going to get a clap just now.
sexy rock radio station you've always wanted is here.
With your host, Michael de Jager.
He rocks my world.
Well, from one classic to another. This is The Police. Good wine, good music, good friends. Ish. Can't beat it, bro. Can't beat it. Classic tunes from one of the greatest bands, one of the greatest three-piece bands ever. Sting and the Police. Classic tracks. Talking about classic tracks, we'll be back straight after this.
The sexy rock radio station you've always wanted is here.
With your host, Michael de Jager.
He rocks my world.
Here's a classic. This is the legendary Mark Knopfler and Dire Straits. So, okay, so where's the vocals, Bryn? Feel alright and hear that sound.
You get a shiver in the dark, it's raining in the park.
I thought this was a backtrack here for a second.
Sound of the river, you stop and you hold everything. A band is blowing Dixie, double fall time. You feel alright when you hear the music ring. Well, now you step inside, but you don't see too many faces. Coming in out of the rain, they hear the jazz go down. Competition in other place,
Number one for 9 years, really? I didn't know that.
but the horns, they blowing that sound. Way on down south, way on down south, London town.
It's alright, then I got it, Bryn.
Check out Guitar George, he knows all the chords. Mine is strictly rhythm, he doesn't wanna make it cry or sing. His standing old guitar is all he can afford. When he gets up under the lights,
We had
play his
focus.
thing. And Harry doesn't mind.
It's funny how the music tastes changed so much across the continent. I mean, up you were in Holland in those days, man. And the music was different. Tastes are all different, man.
Saving it up
Run.
Friday night.
We are singing, I think. I think we might have had the same. Child and Tom never played on South African radio, maybe once or twice. I may have heard it. The version I had was 12 minutes long. We got all night.
And a crowd of young boys there fooling
good.
around in the corner.
Moving around in the corner.
Young and dressed in
Some
their
of the
best brown
Beatles.
baggies in their platform soul.
Platform songs. He doesn't know about slops, obviously.
They don't give a damn about any trumpet playing band. It ain't what they call rock and roll. And the Sultans, yeah, the Sultans play Creole.
Play Creole.
Creole.
Ron did it. I'm sure he would have been somewhere, probably about 110. You never know, dude. So when when you go and watch this guy play, Mark Knopfler, when he plays the song.
And then the man steps right up to the microphone. Say that last just as the time bell rings. Good night, now it's time to go home. Then he makes it fast with one more thing.
Understood.
We are the Sultans. We are the Sultans of Swing.
Okay, here comes the solo, I think. Yes. When he plays this live, it takes him about 10 minutes to get to the end. Another little... thing. Yeah. One, two, three, four strokes and he's there. Check what happens. When you see Mark play live, you won't believe it. To get to that little part of the solo, he goes round and round and round and round. And he builds and he builds and he builds until right at the end he plays that bit. And the crowd goes absolutely mad. The classic Dire Straits solo and the legendary Mark Knopfler. Do you know how long it took me to learn that? And a million other guitarists around the world all tried to learn that solo. And everyone cocked it up. And me too, don't worry. Ladies and gentlemen, take you back a few years to a song that was number one in the Holland in the Dutch top 100 for nearly 9 years, I'm told. It is, of course, that legendary Hammond sound that just creeps up behind you in the night. This is Deep Purple.
Sweet child in time, you'll see the line that's drawn between bed. See the blind man, he's shooting at the world, the bullets flying.
This is one band I haven't seen live, you know.
If you've been bad, Lord, I bet you have. And you've not been hit by flying lead. You'd better close your eyes. You'd better bow your head.
Hello, Santa, and how's it, Daryl?
Wait for the ricochet.
comes the Blackmore. Here comes the Blackmore. How's it going? Just gonna let you guys know that the music is on Guitarist TV tonight. We got into a little bit of trouble for playing music on Facebook. So I'll put the link here. My apologies for not having music on Facebook, but out of my control, I'm afraid. So it's on YouTube, which is nice, and everybody's hanging out on YouTube anyway, so can't use the phrase anymore after 3110. Amazing. This guy, I don't think anybody's ever been able to replicate the playing of Richie Blackmore. We will all have to wait and see what it all pans out. Yeah, I've given up, honestly. They must just do what they want. I don't care. Just gotta get on with it, I don't know, they can sort themselves out. At the end of the day, money talks. Business will prevail. That's what I say. Whether it's the Americans or the Europeans that win, who knows? Ronnie, how's it, Ronnie? Welcome aboard, my bro, on Facebook. Probably won't be able to hear any music running on Facebook. So we're all hanging out on YouTube on Guitarist TV. And we're listening to Deep Purple. And that answer's going absolutely. This is the 12-minute version. But you probably won't hear on any other radio station. Only this one. That's probably why I'll never get a job as a Radio 2 DJ. Because I don't play by the rules, which is unfortunate for some, fortunate for others. Isn't that amazing? Just love it. Floyd, I got a nice little surprise for you, man. I've got a little something here. It's a plectrum made out of stone. See if I can zoom in. Zoom in, but it's going to zoom me in too. There we go. I thought, let me just move it back a bit. There we go. Get it into the area where it's focused. So this is a stone. Stone plectrum.
See the blind man.
It plays beautifully, my man. If you ever wanted to really glide across the strings, get yourself one of these.
If you've been bad, Lord, I bet you have. And you've not been.
I'll play it for you just now. I'll play it for you on the strings. But it's made out of granite or some kind of stone. If you're on Facebook, you'll be able to see it better because it's quite thick. But it's really nice. Hello, Bruce. Thanks for tuning in. It's probably Saturday morning in Australia or New Zealand. Where are you from, Bruce? So you're probably having breakfast now. The breakfast show. Yeah, we're on YouTube on Guitarist TV tonight. Well, today. So you want to. Music's not allowed to be played on Facebook, unfortunately, which is quite sad. Okay, so here we go. A little bit of Deep Purple. Cool song. Understood. Most incredible band, rock band, English rock band to have been in this universe. Deep Purple. Taking you across the waters to South Africa right now. This is the Chinese Junkman. Here's the thing, Bruce. And so now you ended up in sunny Australia, like many of our friends, actually. Yeah. So let me send you the link, Bruce, because. This is McCunny Workshop.
Chinese
mate. Sleep tight. Regards to everybody that side, my bro. Cape Rock Days. The best. The best, my bro. Look after yourself, Andrew. Shut. Thanks for popping in and saying hello, man. Appreciate that. Adios, my bro. Stay safe that side, man. The gap between them. Oh, okay. Makali Workshop from Cape Town in South Africa. Chinese Junkman.
The sexy rock radio station you've always wanted is here.
With your host, Michael de Jager.
He rocks my world.
Take you back a few years. Wonderful band called Supertramp. Kato Chaos, hey, my man. Okay, my man. Kato, we're on Guitarist TV. Come across to Guitarist TV on YouTube, bro. Everybody's there. Kato, my bro. Hey, man. Good to have you. Guys, Kato's on Facebook. Facebook Live. He needs to know to get to. Okay, bro. Okay, it's coming. Cool. Shut. We'll see you there in a minute. Hey, Chaos. Gotta put my thumb out this way. I just said, how's that for you? Good band, man. They came to South Africa sometime, and hey, Debs, we're all hanging out on YouTube. Guitarist TV on YouTube. Come and say hello on YouTube. Nice. Oh yes. Oh, this side of me. That's my out with a bit of Gary Moore tonight. Special thank you to the legendary Glenn Adams for supplying our music tonight. Love you lots. Take care. Good night.
Everybody seems to like me. On Tuesday I feel better. Even my old man looks good.
Have a great weekend, guys. Adios, muchachos on Facebook. sure. Manila, wow. Oh, this is such a cool version. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Been a good night, man. I really enjoyed it. Thanks a lot. See you guys soon. Finito. Good night. See you guys. Cheers.